The following is an audio only podcast with neural nets. For the tech bros who nicks, the image is more than enough. And for those living under a rock, neural nets is a pre final year engineering student who has a deep interest in machine learning and research. He's a very famous personality in tech space, having more than 40k followers on X. He started to post on X only a year ago, and his journey is quite remarkable. He also has a YouTube channel where he teaches mathematics and 48 examination, which is having around 2k subscribers. In this conversation, we have talked about his journey, how he got interested in research, what resources did he use, how did he land an internship at IIT Madras. We have also talked about how he got famous on X in such a short span of time, and many more things. For me personally, I have always looked up to him, and he has been a source of motivation and inspiration for me. Talking to him felt unreal to me. Before talking to him, I was not able to believe that I'm going to have a conversation with him. And after talking to him, I could not believe what just happened. I also must admit that I was extremely nervous before talking to him, but his kind and welcoming nature made me feel very comfortable. There's a lot to learn from this conversation, and as usual, the timestamps for this conversation are provided. So please feel free to switch to the topic in which you are interested in. The link to the X account and YouTube channel of Neural Nets is given in the description. Please follow Third POV on Instagram and Spotify, the link to which are also available in the description. Kindly consider subscribing our YouTube channel also. Again, I hope you enjoy the following conversation with Neural Nets.
Yeah, I just want to start from like the very beginning. How you like from your initial JEE days, can you talk about how you started to prepare for JEE and how did you develop your interest in these fields?
So for me, JE was a accidental thing maybe because the thing is that since I was a child, I always wanted to go in research. Okay,
Mhm.
so my main exam was something called KVPY, which is closed right now. So the thing is that I used to prep for KVPY like in mostly I was like a person who used to prep mostly for math. So from childhood only I was like completely trained in math and everything, and I picked up the physics, chemistry, biology for KVPI. And in 11 I gave KVPI essay. I think it's not currently on. It's like closed. The government has shut down KVPI. So I gave it an essay, and then I qualified essay. Now SX, you get admission through SX. Okay. So to get into research institutes, you have to give SX, or you have to get a very good rank in IIT Advanced. Okay. So what happened is that SX इन लोग ने बंद कर दिया. So it's closed. So my only go way through was through J Advance and something called an exam called IAT. So IAT is also like KVPI only, but it's on the easier scale. So it's like JEE main level questions, but in KVPI format. सो दोनों में कुछ नहीं हुआ तो लास्ट में आई हैड अ चॉइस बिटवीन आइजर्स like any Iser versus I'm currently in an NIT. So NIT CS का seat. So that was the option I had. So I kind of went with the NIT CS क्योंकि placement का थोड़ा guarantee रहता है. So this was my like JEE prep was very haphazard. Like my 2 years was so quick. Like I literally for mains I had just studied for like 1 month. I just gave mock tests for 1 month and gave the exam. जो हुआ हुआ. Advance I have prepped a lot like 1 year maybe. हुआ नहीं वो अलग बात है. So that was like my whole JEE journey. After that it's still only फिर कॉलेज में आके पता चल गया कि भाई पढ़ना तो खुद ही है. कोई भी कॉलेज में जाओ.
So now, like when you're in college, Bhaiya, you are someone who doesn't talk about his college. Like a lot of people you're like, I think it's in India that a lot of people, when they get into good colleges, they try to just use it. Like I'm from this college, and they try to build their image on that. But you are someone who has never like revealed such kind of things. Uh, So why is that? Why don't you like want to talk about all of these things? Do you think that you are someone who just wants to build everything which you are doing apart from like making your identity other than your college?
Yeah, so for me, okay, so the thing is that my college is not bad. It's a good college. Okay. So, but
Mhm.
I can easily use it for stuff and everything. Like, it's a decent college. But the main problem is that it's people or humans in general have something called a bias. Okay. So, you cannot remove this bias. It's like inbuilt in our genetics. So if somebody hears I'm from, let's say, this college, so somebody will tell, तुम IIT क्यों नहीं गए हो? So when I say I am from an IIT, so they will say, why didn't you go to Harvard MIT? So if I say Harvard MIT, तो बोला कि तुम Harvard MIT के best branch में क्यों नहीं पढ़ रहे हो? So it's like people will never be satisfied. Okay. So I want to discount that factor completely. कि तुम जानो ही नहीं. So you get to know me through my work. Anything I do, like if I help you, if I even be a bad person to you as well. So whatever impression you have is through my behavior, through my work, and not through something that has happened like 2 3 years ago. So that shouldn't, my college does not define me, I define myself. That's the ideology.
Mm. Interesting. So let's come to your college life now. Here, you are a final year student, right?
No, I am a pre-final year student. I'm in third year right now.
Okay. So walk us how your first year went by in your college. Did you like get this realization very initially that maybe I shouldn't be completely dependent on college, and these are the things which I'm very focused upon, that I have to do all of these things. Like a lot of people already do that. I have to do DSA, and then I have to follow these resources in order to land a good job. Or like, were you like someone who was really interested in, like as you said, into research? So was the path kind of different for you?
So the thing that first happened in college in first year was regret, obviously.
Hmm.
So the thing, obviously, my first semester was horrific just because of regret and everything. I used to get very low scores and everything. So and the thing is that so the thing I understood about college. So first year subjects are not your semester, matlab, department subjects. So we didn't have CS subjects. We used to have general subjects from each department. Okay. So generally, it's something like most of it I won't be using on a daily basis, but yeah, still. So first year was a chill breeze through. In first year, I thought I would target placements and everything, and I actually did DSA so much. DSA and computer programming I did like for 6 7 months, I guess. I also did some basic web development and everything. I tried out everything in my first year. Okay, but the thing that happened yeah, I remember the date as well. It was on May 13th, which was summer break after my first year. So I always was interested in this, what do you call it, like machine learning and everything. Because in my school life also, I had done a lot of projects as well on machine learning and everything. But that time I didn't have that much understanding of that. Now I wanted to actually learn it. Okay, from May 13th, I started doing stuff. I started experimenting from May 13th to like for till today, I guess. So every day I'm learning something new and everything. So that's the change that happened for me. And in college life, what I realized is that this thing is a big no, which people say ki college is bad, college like subjects are not required. No, this is not true. Like even if I work in, like I work in a very niche field of ML as well. So even in that work we need to know knowledge of core CS like OS, computer networks, DSA, and many stuff. Like, so whatever is taught in your college is very much important in whatever your field you're going to work in. So maybe not the first year, I guess, but from the second year onwards, the CS subjects will you have, or whatever field you're working on, right? They are very much important, and everybody should do that. So like whenever I also personally, what I do is that the way I study is that since I have a internship as well, so I am still working, right? So I attend all my classes. So my classes are from 10 to around 4, I guess. So I attend all my classes, study it in the class. Before the exam, just read the notes and give the exams, and that's enough. So that is some, either attend all the classes or study everything later on. That's up to you. But that's something, that's the model that worked best for me, and I got decently good marks. And that's the thing. And I work after I come back from college, so like no mixing of the two worlds, both are equally important. So this is a big misconception कि मेरे को डीएसए करना है, डेवलपमेंट करना है, कुछ भी करना है, तो मैं कॉलेज को मतलब आई डोंट केयर अबाउट कॉलेज. दैट इज नॉट द वे टू गो. यू शुड फोकस ऑन योर कॉलेज.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, like, we just have completed our first year here, and we used to have these subjects of workshop, mechanical engineering, and basic electrical engineering. And we always used to wonder that if these subjects would be of any help. But still, like, later on, we realized, and we got this advice from seniors also, that you really should be maintaining your CGPA. Maybe the subjects in your first year are not that much aligning to the jobs which you would want to have in future, but in order to just maintain your CGPA for that sake, you should at least study them.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh, but Bhaiya, you just mentioned that your first year, initially you were in a little bit of a regret. Why was that so?
Yeah, so the thing is that I had a choice between choosing a research institute, right? So it was also the place I always wanted to study at. I had two choices. One is ISA Bangalore was something I always wanted to study at, but I did not get it. And the second thing was ISER Bhopal because their CS, math, statistics research is brilliant. So that is something I had gotten. Okay, I had gotten it, and so I left that dream behind to join a engineering course and everything. So for a month, for a 3 4 months, I was totally in regret. Did I make the correct decision? Did I not make the correct decision? Currently, as I think back, it was the correct decision. Means both of the ways would have gone to the same goal. So end of the day, all good.
Um, why do you think that you made the right decision? Is it because that NITs have more value than ISER when it comes to placements?
Not like that. So basically the thing is that my college still, even though it's a tech मतलब B.Tech college, has good research culture. Okay, so even my professors tell कि गूगल माइक्रोसॉफ्ट तो सबको ही मिल जाएगा, पर अच्छा पेपर का मतलब अच्छा काम कम लोग ही करते हैं. सो लाइक वी ऑल्सो हैव अ प्रेफरेंस कि कॉलेज हैज अ प्रेफरेंस कि यू डू गुड रिसर्च rather than getting placements. So the main thing that I think the factor that helped me choose between NIT versus ISER is that I always wanted to do research. मेरा placement में कोई interest नहीं है by the way. So but there is a safety net. Okay, so in our college as well, so like in my department we have close to 90 to 93% placed. Okay, with average of around, with a median of around 12 I guess. Okay, so this is a good placement stat. So the thing is that now what I want to do is, मैं अगर रिसर्च करता हूँ ना और सोचो मेरा नौकरी चला गया रिसर्च में, so I have a backup to fall to immediately. I don't have to like go very far. I can just go to my college, get a on-campus placement, maybe less placement, but फिर भी कुछ तो आएगा. So the safety net that is guaranteed is huge. That's what I feel.
Hmm. Yes. Bhaiya, I was just reading one of like your articles which you write on Medium and about first year guide which you wrote, and you were like, in your first year you should also try to get in as many clubs as possible and try to explore as much as you can. So, what did you do in your first year apart from all of these academia?
I used to do a lot of debating and robotics. I used to do a lot of them. So like the thing I do tell everyone कि first year में करो क्योंकि बाद में time कम हो जाता है. As the years progress, you'll see you'll get more less and less time for clubs. So maximum clubs, the current club I am in is just the coding club. Okay. So just because it's aligned to what I work in, so that's why it does not take extra effort to do it. But for let's say debating or like even robotics will take up a extra chunk of my day. So and for I'll tell you, in debating we did go to what IIT Guwahati and Kharagpur. We went to won couple of prizes, and in robotics didn't win much, but yeah, built some cool robots. And मेरे पास पड़े हुए हैं अभी भी.
Hmm. Nice. You have gone to like a lot of colleges also. Where like you have gone to IIT Madras, and now you just said that you have gone to IIT Guwahati. Uh, do you do you see any kind of difference among students and among the environment which is over there? Or
Yeah, the crowd is way, way, way different. Like, matlab, um, IIT Madras, I would say. Guwahati and Kharagpur I haven't stayed long. It's like 1, 2 days, right? But Madras I have stayed for like 2.5 months. So the culture, the environment, the total vibe of the place is way, way different. Like, matlab, you, okay, so like very beautiful, beautiful stuff. Like, for example, there is this one innovation center in IIT Madras where literally people at like 2, 3 a.m. are building shit. They also have a Formula student car, okay, so which they drive around
Hmm.
the campus at late night, like around 2, 3 a.m. I guess. You can go and visit that. So if I went when I saw IIT Madras, I went there and I was like, there is so much innovation there. Like everybody is building something or something, which is very lacking in even top colleges in this country. I've seen this only in IIT Madras yet. I haven't visited other colleges, so I'll not comment.
What do you think is working for these colleges? Is it like strong alumni network, or is it the students are very studious, or what is it? Do you think that is working for these colleges?
It's more like I don't know. See, I'll be very honest with you, even if this is brutal and everything. But so whenever you're giving JE, right? So whenever giving JE, you get the creamy part of the like percentage, like who are really brilliant and everything. Put them in the same place, it will happen. So that is the thing. So it depends on the crowd. So basically, let's say if you put one intelligent person between 40 dumb people, right? So what will
Mhm.
happen? That might be that smart person will become dumb. But if you have like say 30 dumb people, 30 smart people, and let's say five dumb people, not dumb people, I would should not say dumb, like people who are not motivated enough. So these
Mhm.
five people will get motivated due to peer pressure and everything. So this thing, the same thing happened with me as well. So my peer group, like my class basically, is very much motivated for this class, matlab, tests and everything, right? So in my first year where I did not used to put that much effort, right? मैं कुछ effort डालता ही नहीं था. From second year I got that peer push कि मतलब बाकी सब कर रहे हैं तो मेरे को भी करना है तो मैं अब खुद कर लिया. So see, it changed me to be from a lazy person to be a motivated person. So it's all about the environment. So even if you're a person, let's say, I've seen many people who are not good at studies. Being good at studies is equal to being motivated. Does not depend on your brain power. So whenever I've seen many less motivated people go into like get into good colleges, and then change to become really great people. So even if you see many mind-boggling professors like who are very good at the teaching, very good at the knowledge, their BTech was from some random college who you don't even know, and then they did their MTech from IITs or really good colleges, and you'll see they are doing awesome research every day. It's just the
Mhm.
change of environment, I would say.
So, what about that kid in a tier 3 college, Vijaya, who is not really exposed to such kind of environment? What do you think they should be doing in order for them to be equally motivated so that they can become good at studies because they do not have that much good exposure to the environment?
Yeah, that agree. So the main thing मैं तो पहले टीयर थ्री वेयर थ्री मानता नहीं हूँ. कुछ क्लियर नहीं होता है, समझ लो. तो फर्स्ट थिंग, let's just say not like that many good bunch of students in that college. So
Yeah.
the only thing that separates let's say a tier 3 college and a tier 1 college is the environment. There is no difference. Like syllabus same है, प्रोफेसर एक ही टाइप का पढ़ाएगा, the everything is almost the same, just the environment is different. So for a person who does not get a good environment, just talk to good environment people. Like you don't, abhi to digital world hai, you don't have to go physically also. Make friends who will be like this, so make your own circle. So I did that in Twitter as well. So like Twitter mein I just got to discuss things with so many people. लाइक मैं रात को स्पेसेस करता हूँ तो भाई कितना इंसाइटफुल आइडियाज भी आता है. कुछ कुछ लोग अच्छा आइडिया दे देते हैं, कुछ कुछ अच्छा लोग, कुछ कुछ लोग लाइक I also give like some research ideas or somebody works on them. So this is like a cool circle of thought. Something if you don't have it, you have to make one. Like even in my college, we didn't have this. So like what I did was that I got some cool juniors who are actually working very hardworking and everything, and I kind of made their circle ki bhai तुम लोग के बीच में काम करो, आई विल हेल्प यू एनी वे एनी टाइम यू वांट एंड एवरीथिंग. सो यू हैव टू पुट दिस एफर्ट टू फाइंड योर सर्कल. इफ द अब tier 1 कॉलेज में दिस थिंग यू डोंट हैव टू डू बिकॉज एवरीबडी इज ब्रिलियंट, सो यू कैन जस्ट टॉक टू एनीवन. बट tier 3 कॉलेज में it's not like tier 3 college में सब खराब and everything. You will find many people who are talented and building cool shit.
Yeah, yeah. So, on X, you are close to like 40K followers now. Walk us through the journey of how your journey on X started, and when did you actually start to post these contents? So basically about build in public, what do you think about that?
So genuinely started. I did not have this social media account before last year June. Okay,
Oh,
so I just literally one of my friends. He is also on Twitter. He just said just make a Twitter account. Okay, he's like make a Twitter account, just post random shit you're doing and everything. And that time I was building random shit, like completely random shit. Like I used to code in a lot in C. Okay, I used to post these C projects and everything like that. So I just posted randomly for 2 months. I got 1 2 likes maximum. Like I had like 10 20 followers, I guess. So one day I made a project which is basically, if you do you know the app called VLC, which is a video
yeah,
player
yeah.
app. Yeah,
Mhm.
so this was a college assignment we had to reverse engineer VLC, but you have to use C. Okay. Yeah, CE and FFMEC. You have to use those and reverse engineer VLC. So I just posted that randomly and that got like 5 million views. Okay.
Oh,
So that got me like 5,000 followers in a single day. Okay. And
wow.
then I was like, okay, let me like, then I was like, okay, people are interested, so I started posting every day random anything I was doing. I was studying anything, it was public. Anything I do on a daily basis is public. Okay, except the work I cannot tell, like NDA stuff I cannot tell, but except that, whatever I work on which can be made public is public, and people actually relate with that. No, and like even I failed around like 20 interviews approximately, okay, last year. And I used to post after every failed interview, I failed this interview, I failed this interview and everything. So it's something like people understand ki, okay, this person is not like, in social media you have that like veil ki everybody's succeeding, nobody fails and everything like that. That's not something I would like to show. मैं लिटरली मजाक में सारा माइक्रोसॉफ्ट रिजेक्शन डालता हूँ, हर हर हफ्ते एक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का रिजेक्शन आता है, वो डालते रहता हूँ. So basically this is the thing. So I feel like Twitter or like any social media platform should be a reflection of you, not like what like so basically what currently जो scenario है, people are just going for the payout, because if you post more, you get more impressions, you get more money. Okay, and that's completely fair. I feel like if you want money, you can go after that. But what I feel like is that you should choose your algorithm. ठीक है, like $200 $300 कम आएगा, but you should decide your algorithm, not let the algorithm run your account. So that's my view. That's why I always my content is very my content नहीं, मतलब whatever I post is something I do on a daily basis. मेरे को मीम पसंद आया तो मैं डाल दूंगा, वही है. तो it should be a perfect reflection of me.
Yeah. What do you think about shit posting, Bhaiya?
It is fair, but don't make it your whole life. That's the thing. Like do randomly, like obviously दिन में सारा दिन कौन कुछ करेगा. तो मैं literally posted a cat reel last night. So it's totally fine. But at the end of the day, everybody knows कि ठीक है, ये सारा दिन कुछ ना कुछ किया होगा and everything like that. So like currently what I'm doing is that this week I'm shopping a lot. Okay, because I'm making my own setup now. So most of my posts are about, should I buy this, or I bought this, this is my review, I think this is really nice, you guys should also get this. This is my kind of feed right now. So so that is the thing. So उसके बीच में एक दो मीम पोस्ट हो जाए तो उसमें क्या ही होगा, but shit posting should not be like so these posts are so pisses me off a lot, to be honest. Like it's like randomly एक screenshot डाल दो and बोल दिया yes let's go, I think about this every day. So these So if you like, okay, this is fine for like once a day, but if you post 7 or 8 this per day, it would be like तुम सारा दिन बैठ के YouTube वीडियो देख रहे हो क्या?
Yeah.
So that's a wrong, like people will perceive you of that. So like, and there is this one, see, if you know जिंदगी में मसाला होगा तो लोग देखेंगे, दैट इज फेयर, ओके. तुम अगर झमेला वमेला कर रहे हो तो लोग आएंगे, देखेंगे, क्यों नहीं देखेंगे? Because in India people have this habit of not minding their own business and minding other people's business. So कभी भी कुछ झमेला होगा दोनों में, पूरा देखना भीड़ इकट्ठा हो जाता है, रियल लाइफ में भी ना, तो ट्विटर में भी वही होगा. तो तुम झमेला करो और करो, तो इसमें क्या होगा कि क्या होता है कि तुम किसी को गाली दे दो एंड वो तुमको गाली देगा, तो दोनों को ही व्यू मिल रहा है ना, दोनों का ही प्रॉफिट है.
Mhm.
बट एंड ऑफ द डे क्या होगा, कोई थर्ड पर्सन देख रहा होगा तो तुम्हारे बारे में खराब परसेप्शन रखेगा, वो तुम्हारे से बात ही नहीं करेगा. So end of the day, you're hurting yourself only. So for like $50, is it's not that worth it.
Mm. Uh, so yeah, a lot of people are actually also doing build in public, maybe not because of earning from X, but maybe in order to get maybe good internships or in order to land a good job, and that's why they're trying to have more followers. So, do you think that that is the right path that you just, like all of these 100 days of code people are doing in order to just show their progress? Do you think that is actually working or that will actually land you somewhere good?
Yeah, it's more of a account. The thing most people will have a problem with is accountability. तुम किसको जवाब दोगे, बोलो. मैं अगर सोचा, मैंने डिसाइड किया मैं आज काम नहीं करूंगा, तो आई डोंट हैव टू आंसर टू एनीवन ना. इट्स माय डिसीजन नॉट टू वर्क, आई कैन टेक अ लीव टुडे ना. So while you're learning and everything, you need to be accountable na. So you, when you put that ki, let's say day 50 of 100 टुडे है ना, तो तुमको डे 51 लगाने के लिए पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा ना. सो यू गेट अकाउंटेबल. सो आई थिंक मेरे केस में वो बहुत काम किया था. So I used to, I didn't post it publicly, but I used to have this Notion page of around, yeah, I used to have a Notion page of around like 200 entries of days. And I used to put it every day. So the reason I used to study every day initially is that वो मेरे को पेज भरना था. So and after like 20-30 days it became a habit. So till that day आज तक मैं हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ता ही रहता हूँ. So वो habit आज तक चल रहा है. So I think that thing helps, and like it's really good because you are building in public na. So people will see your work, and you don't know which work will go viral and attract recruiters na. You never know. Like कुछ भी हो सकता है viral.
Yeah.
So just do it.
I mean, I also started to do 100 days of code just because of seeing all of these people, they were doing it. I just started to do it randomly. I was kind of motivated to do it. After 15 days, I kind of lost the motivation. But I was just going to sleep, and then I realized that, no, I have to maintain this streak. So what I would have done if I was not doing 100 days of code is that I would have just slept. I would have set an alarm for early in the morning, and I would have slept through the alarm. But because I was holding myself accountable, I had to study for like 3 hours just in order to post that. And that's when it made sense to me that maybe, yeah, it just to hold yourself accountable, this is a really good thing for you to do.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you start to see these people messaging, like one or two people even message me, they're like, you're doing good job, keep doing. And that's something which kind of also like motivates you that, okay, people are watching you, so you better work more harder now.
Yeah, gives you the
So
motivation to be honest.
Mhm. So tell us about some great opportunity which you got from X Bhaiya, if that happened, like you met to some crazy people and you got some good opportunity.
So, like, I have gotten many job offers through X. Like, I
Oh,
generally still get it. Like, I last one was I think a month ago. DM आया था. So, what I do right now is that whenever job offer comes, I instead refer somebody else. ये तुम कर लो. It's better. And the thing is that the reason is that I don't think this platform on LinkedIn says this is better. I feel so,
okay.
because LinkedIn में it's more like people are, okay, some people are active, but you will get more direct reach to people here. Like I can easily talk to any CEO I want if I can DM this, but वो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है, आई फील सो लिंक्डइन में दैट perception that I will check the DMs and everything is not there. Either I think most professors reply on Twitter as well very quickly.
Mm. Okay. Nice, Priya. So now let's move on to your second year. Uh, so how was your second year? I see that you started to get into machine learning. You started to watch Stanford lectures of machine learning. Was that all in your second year?
Yeah, it was from May 13th, so like summer vacation plus second year actually.
What was the motivation behind learning machine learning for you?
Yeah, I just don't have any motivation. My motivation is that मेरे को रात को नींद आता है करने के बाद. That is the literally the only motivation. The reason I work, see, I tell you honestly, research में पैसा बहुत कम है. So there are way high paying job. But the thing is that they won't give me the mental satisfaction that this gives me. So even like the thing I'm working on right now, no, it's like it's your own baby you're working on. Something like you take care of it, work on it and everything. And it feels good working on this. That's the main motivation. Like I don't have that motivation कि ये करना है, वो करना है, ये achieve करना है. It's more like I have very short lived goals. Like आज सुबह उठूंगा, ये काम करूंगा, सो जाऊंगा. ऐसा kind of goals. I don't have that much of long term goals for now.
Hmm. Uh, would you recommend someone to get into research?
Yes, it's really good. I would tell you, but please don't do research just because like everybody else is doing it. That is the bad thing. Please do it if you're interested. Research में interest नहीं रहेगा तो it's very tough to stay in research. Like it will get stagnant. It will be bad for you as well as your teammates. So like you will feel shit. Your teammates will feel shit. So it's better not like explore in research. Give it 2 3 months, and if it's not your vibe, don't do it. Not everything is for everyone. So like for me, I cannot work in a corporate environment. मेरा brain hardwired नहीं है. So maybe a second person who is better in corporate environment, not in research environment. So please explore everything and whatever you feel like is your vibe, work in that.
So you said Bhaiya, that maybe in research you would not be able to get a lot of money. Is that true for India or is it true overall all around the world?
Mm, means university research or like the government research or university research all over the world will be way less pay than your corporate research. That is standard. So if you're working in DeepMind or let's say Amazon Research or let's say Fair or those will be very high paying, but your university level research would be a bit less paying than not a bit like much less paying than your normal like corporate research. This is all over the world, not just in India.
Okay. So if somebody wants to get into research, Bhaiya, what pathway or what roadmap would you give them that? Because in order to land a job, like I think it's already there that okay, you do DSA, then you do this web dev, then you do this, and after that you'll be able to get it. But what about research? Because I don't think it's really talked about.
Yeah, so in the research, the like first thing you have to be good at is math. Please do your math like in detail, like normal, nahi, but बहुत detail में, and you have to do it. Like if you know, you will. I think you also have math one, math two, right? You have done math one, math two. You will have math three in the next semester, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these three courses are very important. Please complete these three courses, and this is more than enough. And do this, and then find the field you want to work in. Okay, so the field I work in is mainly LLMs, like the language part, language modeling part. So that is something I felt the vibe in, as compared to vision or speech or any other field. So then try to find your niche, get the basic knowledge of every field. Okay, you're working in. So in machine learning, try to know classical ML, deep learning, and the basics of vision, NLP, speech, etc., etc., RL and everything. So you know the basics of all this. Now go in depth with one of them, and whichever you like the most, and slowly you will once you develop interest, and if you show some progress or like let's say even like some interest, start mailing profs and everything like that. For me, I mailed my prof and like he said, okay, come join and come to Madras and work. So that's the thing. Like, first you generate interest. First you have to like it. So once you like it, then start mailing profs. Ki the way to mail is very simple. It's like you have to be heart to heart. Okay, like you don't. Please don't write chat GPT shit and everything. It's very irritating for anyone to read. But please write it heart to heart. So for my one, I told ki there is actually this paper in 2023 where they told ki the language I speak, which is Bengali, is tough to model, and like not it's like tough to um, make models around. So like I actually sent that paper. My code well was just this. I sent this paper and said, no, this is not true. And I think I can work on this to prove this not to be true. This is literally the code mail I sent. And like this is very, and this is not even written in proper English and everything. Okay, it was just written in some normal daily जैसे दोस्त के साथ बात करते हो वैसा टाइप में लिखा हो, but in a formal tone of course. And that got me this job, right? So like you can just be real with people, be real and you'll get a job. It's not a hard thing to do.
Okay. So, so AI for Bharat, which you were working in, Bhaiya, was around this trying to have Bengali language to be able to understood by large
No,
language
no.
models.
So AI for Bharat is a very general lab. We work on everything. Like we have vision, speech, text, even like RL stuff as well, interpretability stuff as well. So we are a team of like 30 40 people, I guess 30 40 people working on different projects and everything. And our main goal at the end of the day is to bring AI to every Indian's home. That's the thing. So that's the end goal.
Mhm. Okay. And amazing, Bhaiya. So, right now you are also working with AI for Bharat, or is that done?
No, I am still working with them. I'm working with them since January this year.
Okay. So the path is like you learn, you get good hold of mathematics first, and then you try to find your niche in which you really want to study in, and then you start to mail good professors, and maybe you'll get a good internship.
Yeah. So, and I would honestly say the interviews or the getting in process is not hard if your basics are true. So people genuinely ask how they ask very specific question to see how good is your basics. So if your basics are good, you will pass it easily. The interviews or the tests as well aren't that hard.
Oh, amazing, Vijay. So what are you doing these days? Like now
So
you're in your pre-final year.
So currently, I'm just packing my bags because I leave for college per so, and I'm currently for work wise, I have a paper submission this 28th, so I'm just wrapping up that paper, and I have two more papers to wrap up by September, so I'm wrapping those up as well, and after that I'll see. September तक तो पता है, उसके बाद नहीं पता है.
Nice. How do you write a paper, Vijay? Like what's the process?
So initially we get the idea. Okay, so I'll tell you. It's different for different labs and everything. So I'll tell you my lab's perspective on that. So initially, let's say I get an idea. So I actually test it out myself. Is it actually a viable idea or it's just random shit that does not make sense? So if it shows a bit of positive results, I show it. I share it. I call a meeting and everything. Ki, come, let's have a meeting. Let's talk about it. आईआईटी मद्रास में वो होता कि चाय पीने आ जाओ, वो अलग बात है. बट अभी ऑन अ गूगल मीट. एंड now what happens is that once you have shared that idea, you do a very small scale experiment. This is called the proof of concept experiment, which I do. Okay, so very small experiment to see at a small scale, does this idea even work. Once the idea is viable, shown to be viable, it gets approved as like a paper. Let's start writing a paper. You do the experiments, do the work. Paper writing अभी भी start नहीं हुआ है, but do the work, do the experiments, get the results. Finally, अगर अच्छा result, negative results भी आया तो that's good. Whatever results you get, start writing a paper. Write the paper. The first draft is horrible at first, of course. Then after like a revision of 3 4 days, you get the final paper that is submitted.
And And where do you get the initial idea from there? Like you get an idea and then you make it checked by people, but how do you get the idea? Like you
It's
just
very
see.
random. It's very random. I have no idea where I get the ideas. Like I literally, the current project I am like working on was not on my idea, but sir's idea. Sir got it while having a spa. Okay.
Okay.
The next project I'm going to work on after September was there because I slept on a bus and like when I woke up, randomly got that idea. So these are very weird ways to get ideas. So the ideas come out of nowhere. Like mainly, and some ideas do come from pre-existing papers. So like you read a paper and you feel like they lack somewhere, and you can fill that loophole or like let's say limitation. Then that becomes idea. Yeah, so ideation process is very random. I cannot give a very deterministic answer to this.
Uh, do you think, Bhaiya, that people also just for the sake of the numbers that I have published this many papers, uh, because I think there was a report recently that the number of papers, which I'm like not really aware about the report, but it was something like there were a lot of universities from India in the world ranking, whose papers were not really good, and they were just publishing it for the sake of numbers. Do you think that that is something which is a prevalent problem in India?
So the main problem regarding that is I'll tell you how that pipeline goes. Is that
Mm-hmm.
you have colleges that have their own publishing house. Okay. So they tell students to do research papers when you have to do research papers in detail. And once you're done with the research paper, submit anything, even if it's a blank paper, submit it. And then they get their own publishing house to publish those. Now, what happens is that these publishing houses are flagged by the international community. So these are not actually valid papers. So these are like suspicious and flagged. So what happens is at the end of the day, if please don't show this papers if you have ever read some. I have seen some beautiful like good people who had to write these papers just for the sake of the college. So but they I have never seen them like showing those papers to anyone. So technically these papers are as equivalent as your random blank sheet of paper. But if it's a good research paper, I would say it's good research paper. But like most of the cases it's just not worth it. So you
Yes.
would be shocked to know like there is not a single ISER in the top 50 NIRF of research, which is not true. In reality, is not true, right? So you will know that. So only ISC, IIT Madras, and some IITs and ISC are there in the top 50, and no ISER is there. Like that is the most shocking part you will see, which is not true at all. ISER does great research.
Do you think that NIRF rankings are like right?
It is statistically proven to be not true. Like there is a actual study that showed it can be gamified. So technically, if it's a 2 to 3 year game, so if you start playing it today, you can actually gamify the rankings and easily boost up your rankings.
I had like I just talked to one of the seniors in from other college, and he was telling me about these rankings. He told me that the professor they had never seen that professor, and on the day when the officials came from came from these ranking things, the professor came and he just started to teach in a very nice way, and all the students were shocked that where does this professor came from? We don't even know about him, and that was very shocking to students also that maybe these rankings, yeah, as you said, can be like changed and manipulated.
Yeah, I agree. So now the thing is that whatever still like to some extent the government institutes don't do this gamification because कुछ फायदा है नहीं वैसे भी funds मिल ही जाएगा. So basically NIRF also decides the funds as well. So if you get a good NIRF rank, maybe like people will donate to your college more, right? So the thing is that in government institutions, I think that is very less. I'm not sure about this, but that is less because you will anyways get funds from the government.
Your pinned tweet is, Bhaiya, that I am never unpinning this till I make something that will help everyone and makes the lives of humans a bit easier. My promise to contribute to humanity lies in this post. Like,
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my thought is like I need to build something really crazy. Like I need see the work even I do is something like yeah, it's like a bit of selfless work as well, right? So basically, when we are doing research on topics, and it's something that every Indian, every human being on this planet can use for free, right? We're not charging you anything. So that's the work I want to do. So like this post, I think will never be removed, I guess. So any work I do, even if it helps 1 or 2%, that's really cool for me. So that's the main objective for my work as well.
Do you think that you're closer to achieving this goal?
See, there is this beautiful Oscar speech by Matthew McConaughey. Is that he was asked what was his like who is his idol? So he told me in 10 years. So kind of like
Oh,
that. So my idol is me in 10 years. So 10 years later, it will be me in the next 10 years. So I would never reach this goal, but I know I would be improving every day. So that's the only solace I have in this like goal of life.
um, I think you are someone, Bhaiya, who is not really motivated by money, unlike a lot of people, college students in India. I see a lot of posts on Reddit of these engineering students from India who are like, just tell me something which would make me earn money, and they're kind of blindly running behind money. A lot of people in India take computer science as a degree because it just gives them a hope that you would be able to get good money out of this, not because they had some genuine interest in that. Do you think that that will reduce the quality of computer scientists which will come out of India?
I think one misconception people have is this like this beautiful quote from Three Idiots कि like सक्सेस के पीछे मत भागो एक्सीलेंस के पीछा करो like सक्सेस झक मार के तुम्हारे पीछे आ जाएगी. So people don't understand this कि तुम अगर actually में पढ़ोगे अच्छे से and everything if you actually love the subjects पैसा का इशू कभी होगा नहीं तुम पैसा आ जाएगा.
You think that quote is wrong?
Yeah, I feel like running behind. Okay, see, if you're from a very financially bad background, as in like economically downward background, then that is a actual concern. Put money as your concern, please. Like, don't take anything that does not pay more. Okay, but if you're well off, like well off, मतलब shelter है, खाना खा पा रहे हो, मतलब shirt पैंट खरीद पा रहे हो, then I think you should just like target being better than yourself every day and मैं गारंटी देता हूँ कि आई हैव सीन वेरी लेस पीपल हु आर हार्ड वर्किंग एंड गेटिंग नॉट unemployed staying unemployed for a very long time. You might be unemployed for 1 2 months but like they get employed really fast.
Yeah. Um, I also want to talk about NPTEL here. You learned machine learnings from these courses from Stanford, and like these are open courseware courses from MIT. What do you think is the quality of the lectures in NPTEL? Do you think that have you ever
they
tried them?
are they are equal to your foreign universities. Equal if not more. Honestly I'm telling you, I study everything of my college exams from NPTEL. Every subject is done from NPTEL. And like I think I shared a list of all the NPTEL lectures I followed till date as well. And are some of the blogs I wrote also some parts are from NPTEL lectures. Like for example, I'll give you the best example. The intro to LLM course by I think Mitesh sir taught it in it will be in the third year of your BS degree if you're ever doing a BS degree. So that course has teaches attention from scratch, like complete scratch. So first he discusses RNNs, LSTMs, how they're wrong, not wrong, like limitations. Then he goes to derive Bahadur's attention, then goes to the attention layer. In foreign universities, they directly skip to the attention layer. They don't teach the Bahadur attention in the middle, which is very much important. So in this aspect, good. So NPTEL is of course very clogged as well, right? So there are like millions of courses, right? So you have to, of course, find the best ones. So that is up to you. That's your job to do. In same case with MIT Stanford as well. So you have courses from every year in MIT Stanford. So which year would be the best for you? So that's something you have to explore yourself and find it out.
Thanks. Uh, let's talk. How is your college life apart from academics भैया, like right now?
So college life behind, apart from academics is, yeah. So I'll tell you my normal schedule. It's like 9 to 4 classes. Where I don't
Uh,
start working before 6 to 4 is my working time. 6 to 9, sorry, 6 to 9 is my working time. So my 4 बजे तक start से 6 बजे तक तो it's fun with friends or my girlfriend or any, like it's just random stuff every day. And after 9 I go to dinner के लिए मेस में जाना, तो उसके लिए मतलब 2-3 घंटा तो उधर स्पेंड करो ही मिनिमम, तो मस्ती
mhm.
वस्ती तो चलती रहती है. एंड after 12 I work a bit and I sleep at like 1. Usually it's like 4-5 hours of masti every day, regardless of the day.
Mhm.
बस एग्जाम के
Yeah.
टाइम थोड़ा कम हो जाता है.
Nice भैया, nice. Uh, yeah, I think we have come to the end of the podcast now. I think we have discussed a lot of things, and it was very nice talking to you here. I
Yes, yes,
realized a lot
same to
of
you.
things.
Love the
It was
conversation.